Maikona, aetoe, aetoe,
Well, every clan had a partnership with another clan, and usually they prepared the body or your Indian friend. In the white people way, usually you have a lot of friends, but Indian way, you just really have one friend throughout your life, and that person does anything for you, and you do anything for that person. So after they paint a person up and they, make them ready for their trip to the other world, and they dig a hole. What's kind of cool is they dig that hole way up on top of the hill, and they put in some corn and some water and wrap you in a blanket and cover over the top of the hole with the willow mats, and then put dirt over that. Kind of protects you. Now, if you're not really dead, surprise, surprise, you wake up, you eat some food, you go home to some very surprised people. But if you're not, your spirit takes on that essence from the food and that water, and you're strengthened and you travel on. What happens to the family is, of course, they're heartbroken, and there's some songs. If I could stand you up, I would stand you up. You sing that to the family, like, if I could do something about it, I would, which you can't. And the other thing you say is, go on, don't look back, go on. You're trying to encourage that spirit. There's no sense hanging around because it's time for you to go. We'll pray for you, but just no sense sticking around. You got to go. And they sing, I'm coming to where the old people are. That's another song they sing. Now the family is in mourning. In the old days, some say it was a year, some say 4 years. But they basically let themselves kind of go to seed, They have crummy clothes, and they let their hair, the Iowa way is the men shaved their head, like a mohawk. But the women didn't comb their hair. The men let their hair kind of get all scraggly. And at the end of that mourning period, people go to them and say, it's enough. You've mourned enough. It's time to come back. And they didn't powwow. They didn't do any stuff like that. So they bring those people back, and they comb their hair, gichtoe, they call it, combing out their hair. And they dress them in nice new clothes. And they take care of them. They feed them. They actually feed them, And they make them new. They bring them back into the circle, And so the family, is ready to come back at that point. And that's what they did. That's what they did in the old days.
Bakoche inage Yahweh, Yahweh, Maikona, aetoe, aetoe, Yahweh.